Hey guys, it's Main here, back again with another IE review. Sorry about the no cam, it looks weird. I did mess around with it last stream, which was yesterday, and it was a wide cam, and now the aspect ratio is kind of messed up. Anyways, let's just head straight into the reviews. We have the sort of review giveaways we're doing, just going straight down the list, and we have mattialt today. I do have other reviews queued up. I just want to jump into this one because it's actually a World 5 account. Been a while since I've actually done something like this. Some of the earlier game accounts. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the things you can do to improve your account. How to gear yourself into getting into World 6, and just progressing. So first thing off the bat, chat's already mentioned it, is the mini bosses. These mini bosses provide you with gems, time candy. If you're struggling pushing World 5 because your time candy locked, you just don't want to use them. I mean, you just good idea to try to get the candy from the World 3 and World 4 mini bosses. If you're able to kill World 5, definitely get that. Obviously, you can't hit World 6 because you're not there yet. So yeah, just free time candy, free gems. Also, some of the recipes from World 5 as well. Something you can definitely work on. Anyways, going into the general account, let's see, Death Notes, you're at Lampars is where I saw. Refinery, I don't think you're running into being salt locked necessarily. I think you're just running into resource problems. Actually, you might be kind of salt locked because you are out of fuel for the blue salts. You may have been a little bit out-leveled here. I recommend looking at Toolbox. Actually shows you a good breakdown. IE Auto Reviewer also shows you a breakdown where you should be leveling your refinery. I think it's a better tool than the infinite salt generation chart that floats around, but that it is also available as a resource in our Discord if you want to look at it. Other Discords as well also have it. But yeah, try to follow that salt chart. Look at IE Auto Reviewer from Scully, or look at the Toolbox as well. Shows you kind of the breakdown of how much these salts are eating of the previous salts, and helps you kind of get a good idea if you're at the point where you can, quote, infinitely generate salts or not. But yeah, general advice: don't auto refine green salts, don't auto refine red salts. You always want to level these because they are kind of the limiting factor. They're like the base for how your salts kind of progress. So just kind of get to work on that a little bit. I think you probably are running into some issues, and I think you need a higher print of goldfish to sustain your blue salts right now. Anyways, Salt Lake, I think this could be one of the reasons why maybe you were out of salts or something. But yeah, trying to max out these in Salt Lake. Some of them are more important, like the points earned during tower defense, the multi-kill rate in the world. Obviously more important, so if you have the salts to use it, it looks like you are. Definitely upgrade those as good bonuses for your account to help you push. Okay, doing good in construction. The buildings, getting cost cruncher up to 60. That's definitely a good building to try to get knocked out first because it reduces the cost of the other buildings. It makes it a lot easier to upgrade them. Definitely do that. If you're running out of salts, obviously you can come back, wait to upgrade this as you are here. Go upgrade the other buildings as well. And Atom Collider is not something you want to focus on later. This is going to be something you want to come back to, kind of beginning to mid-World 6. Again, I do talk about the Atom Collider a lot. When you hit kind of the Leak Spirits area, something you want to really focus on, getting high atom generation so you can do atom clicks with the Boron upgrade. This is something you want to transition to a little bit later. I think what you want to do is try to get through World 5, push into World 6, get started on the World 6 skills, and kind of go back through World 1 to World 5. Start focusing more on sailing and Divinity, and not necessarily progressing the World 6 world so you get enough damage to push past Mama Trolls into Leak Spirits. Leak Spirits is kind of a good resting point in World 6 where you can stop doing stuff and start worrying about scaling efficiency specifically and really hammer down on trying to get your Atom Collider to really juice point. Anyways, looking at stamps, overall, not terrible for someone that's in World 5. I'd say it's pretty good. You still have, obviously, anything that's green, anything that's dark green is something you definitely want to focus on. For combat-wise, again, damage is something you want to do to try to push past World 5 and get into World 6. The kill requirement, as well, the portal requirement and the health of some of the mobs in World 5 were reduced with the creation of World 6. So it became a lot easier to push World 5. But definitely, you want to start worrying about or trying to get into the mindset of wanting to finish the 7-figure followers quest. You may or may not be able to do this right now, but get into the mindset that you want to finish this and get Steve's Sword as well as Golden Apple Stamp. These become important in World 6. More so, the Golden Apple Stamp becomes important in World 6 because of the Beanstalk, where you can stack gold food on there, get an account-wide bonus, and stack individually on your character. This is going to help you a ton with sailing because you can get more sailing progress the more gold food effect that you have. So just unlocking the stamp upgrading it a few times with golden omniches is going to help you a ton with your account progression. Obviously, it's not something you may be able to do right now. Just kind of get into your head this is something you want to do eventually as you get into World 6. But my general advice for stamps, obviously, big thing for you, try to get level 50 in Divinity so you can unlock multi-tool stamp. Please, for the love of God, unlock ladle stamp from World 4. This is going to be huge for getting you ladle generation. Helps you unlock more meals, get higher meal levels, unlock new recipes if you're trying to use ladles there as well. Definitely really good stamp for you to try to get. Other than that, go back through World 3 and I believe World 4 to try to unlock some of the stamps that you're missing. For example, like I said, a Vastiar stamp. The base damage actually is really, really good. With the lab bonus, you can double the vials double the stamps. There's a node in lab that you can get to double non-misc stamps, and this affects the base damage and skilling efficiency you get from the combat and skills section here. This base damage is nothing to scoff at. Again, stamps represent a base for how your damage scales, so without any of these stamps, or really any high levels of these stamps, you're not going to get a lot of damage. And this is how the bonuses from World 5 and World 6 really scale your damage, is these stamps right here. The combat section is really, really important. So get on that, unlock the stamps, and start upgrading. Also, at this point, if you're struggling for money, something you may want to consider doing is green mush farming. I see your death note here. You don't have a lot of green mush. You only have one stack of G mush farming. This week, right now, obviously at the time the video gets uploaded, it won't be, but it is a kill per kill bonus ballot, so you can get more kills when you do green mush. But you should be able to hit a lot of multi-kill. You can maybe consider getting to 5 mil here, getting to 10 mil even, trying to grind out the death note, maybe even to 100 mil may be feasible for you depending where you are and depending how much damage you have, but it'll ultimately help you with a bunch of money. Maybe 100 mil is a little overkill for you right now, but getting to maybe 10, 15, 20 mil is going to help you a lot with multi-kill in World 1. It's also going to help you with money farming. Eventually, that's going to cycle back into upgrading your stamps. Like I said, anything you see here in dark green, you need to upgrade, you just need money for, which honestly shouldn't be, yeah, I mean, that's kind of a joke to you. You have luster coins, you can definitely upgrade these stamps. I think you're just having no stamp left behind, hit these, and you forget to upgrade them. So look at your stamp tab, see what you need to upgrade, and upgrade it. Anyways, going back to Alchemy. Okay, at the point where you are in World 5, I think this is okay. You can definitely upgrade, you could probably do cranium cooking a little bit, and get your alchemy to upgrade and unlock the bubbles, power of try 1, try 2, and try 3. Just unlocking these and getting these to level 1 are going to help you a ton with damage, because this is where stats come into play for giving you a ton of damage, so you can push World 5 and then eventually push World 6. You may not have the Idleon treasure for these, that's completely fine. You still get the damage bonus that these represent. Also, this is a point in the game where stats become extremely important, and starting to scale the damage based off your stat it becomes a key factor into World 5, World 6, and kind of onwards into the end game. So keep on upgrading things like Roid Ragin, Swift Steppin, and Stable Genius. Upgrading these are going to increase your stats, which again is going to increase your damage. Also upgrading these multiplier bubbles, get into the habit or mindset of trying to upgrade these, because the more multiplier this provides, the more damage you're going to get from the base damage bubble here, Name I Guess, Quick Slap, and Big Meaty Claws, as well as the total damage bubbles, Britley Spears, Bojack, Matty Stafford, going to help you a ton with damage. Also, it's going to affect wand power, bow power, spear power, and eventually power try 1, try 2, and try 3. Really great damage increases. Also, the Molt Orange Bubble, Crema Green, and Severe Purple are going to increase the stats even further, which again is going to cycle back into doing power of try 1, try 2, and try 3. Eventually, is going to help you a ton with pushing damage. Okay, let's switch gears into talking about some of the other worlds. So the bubble here, Diamond Chef, is going to help you a ton with cooking speed. Cooking is really, really huge. Again, get ladle stamp, upgrade cooking efficiency. It'll help you get ladles so you can get more meals or upgrade your meals faster. But getting diamond plates is going to help you a massive amount with cooking speed. So let's transition over into talking about cooking. So any meals you don't have a diamond yet? No. In fact, you probably would be able to unlock some of these meals and help your account overall. You're kind of at the point in World 5 where accuracy may or may not start or still be a problem for you. But eventually unlocking this is going to kind of get rid of the problem even further. Just unlocking the total accuracy here, it's going to help you just push and not worry about it anymore. Accuracy becomes kind of a non-issue as you transition to World 6 and start focusing on the accuracy bubble a little bit more. This really scales and gets you a ton of accuracy. This combined with a meal going to help you a ton as well. Just keep trying to unlock meals as you progress. If you're struggling with breeding, there is a guide, sort of what you should be pushing with the pets that you currently have. Again, Pet Arena is definitely something you should be focusing on right now. If you're struggling for damage, this is going to solve all your damage problems. You're going to hit kind of critical mass when it comes to breeding. As you unlock more pets and get to things like Rattler and Monolithic, you'll be able to finish Pet Arena really, really fast. I think someone mentioned it took them like a month to really get to like wave 50. And then once they got to wave 50, things kind of spiraled out of control and they got really quickly into wave 200. It took them like a few days and maybe a week. Remember to always try to do your Pet Arena on Beastmaster. Again, just doing Pet Arena every day or trying to get a higher wave is going to help you progress the account. Trying to get to wave 50 is going to be the first kind of break point. Look at the guide sheet that's in Discord. Really helps you try to push this. It's still relevant because breeding is a skill that was neglected in development. And it hasn't been updated since its release practically. So the strategy that's been around for years is still pretty effective for completing wave 50 and 200 still. So go do that. Unlock your pets. At this point, you should have the Gene Splicer if you're struggling unlocking some of the World 1 pets or World 2. Try to unlock the Splicer for World 2 and get that on your characters and really try to get some genes. Make it easier to unlock your next pet. Do some Fence Yard breedability. Make it easier to unlock the pets as well. Foraging speed, I mean, once you unlock Blooming Axe becomes less of a problem, so trying to get more levels in breeding is going to be really good. Again, if you want more levels in breeding, you can upgrade the no upgrade selected one or the stamp here for breeding EXP. Also really, really easy to upgrade, provided you have stuff in your store. You have resources to upgrade the stamp, so you can get some breeding EXP here. Vials, okay. All right, talking about breeding, Donut Drink is going to help you a ton. This is going to help you unlock new pets. This is again going to help you with the breeding spice battles. It's going to help you unlock more meals as you unlock those spices. It's going to help you push Pet Arena. Again, it's going to factor into giving you more money and more damage. So unlock this vial, upgrade it to level 4 at the very least. You probably have more than enough resources to upgrade this even further past that, but it's going to help you breed new pets. Additionally, Long Island Tea, this is going to give you more meal cooking speed. Again, it's going to help you with cooking, get higher level meals, get things into diamond plates. And honestly, it's going to help you with more recipe speed to unlock the new meals once you get the spices for them. Additionally, the new recipe cooking speed with the World 4 Souls, if you're able to get this, it's going to help you with cooking overall. Starting worship points is going to help you in tower defense. Tower defense is a great way to scale damage early. It's also a great way to scale bit gain eventually when you get there. And eventually it's going to help you with World 6. Tower defense is something that's really, really important, especially since I imagine you haven't unlocked some of the more important prayers. I'll look at that in just a second because I know your worship's probably lacking. Anyways, if you're struggling for trapping, the Goosey Goose vial here, a Goosey Glug vial, honestly is actually pretty good. Base critters actually does help in the early game. So if you're able to get honkers, drop them, unlock the vial, going to help you a ton. What else is pretty good here? Obviously the skilling efficiency ones, mining efficiency, catching, chopping, and fishing here. Ooh, also material cost reduction for stamp for platinum ore. If you're able to upgrade this is a huge vial. It's going to help you a ton with upgrading your stamps. Makes it a lot easier to do that. What else? Also, looking at damage, unlocking the Krakenade bubble is going to help you. Pushing breeding, again, the electrolyte vial is going to help you with pet team damage. Let's see, what else? I think that's mostly it. If you're able to get into Equinox, getting build rate might help you. I guess the build rate's the only one that's really going to be of notice to actually impact your account. But yeah, definitely Pearl Seltzer. Like I said, stats become a really big thing soon for you. So unlocking Pearl Seltzer at least to level 1. Just unlocking the vial is going to give you % all stat. It's going to help you start scaling your stats, which is going to transition you into focusing more on skilling efficiency. And again, once you unlock power, try 1, try 2, and try 3, damage. Sigils, don't touch these yet. Okay, worship. Let's get into it. So your skulls. Okay, your worship skulls are really... you need to give your character some love and upgrade your skulls, man. This character doesn't even have a skull. Even if you just unlocked it, please go to the World 3 shop and just buy a skull. But always look to upgrade your skulls and tools. It'll help you give you more charge rate. It'll give you more stats for your character. Again, that cycles into damage and skilling efficiency. Always look to upgrade your gear. Even if you're running out of resources, upgrading your gear is a great way to increase your account's efficiency. And totems. Okay, you have skilled dimwit. It's good, so I'd like to see. Zerg Rushing, you're far off from trying to get this, but this is a great thing to increase your skilling efficiency as well. The next big things for you to try to get Royal Sampler to level 11, level 13. It'll help you get to 90% print sample rate. Real quick, going over to the 8-bit scene here. If you don't know this, if you go to your skill info, click on construction, you see print sample rate here. Print sample rate, if it's not at 90%, you need to upgrade Royal Sampler another level. So definitely try to look at this, see if it's at 90%. If it's not, go upgrade it. Additionally, also looking at the tab here, if your multi-ore chance is less than 300, which I guarantee you it is right now, try to get this to 300. It caps at 300. This is a huge multiplier for skilling efficiency, and it'll give you more prints if you do a 3D print. So those are how you can increase your prints, and let's look at your 3D printer now. Let me swap the scene real quick before I forget. But yeah, that's two things. Look at your skill info. Look at construction. If you're not at 90%, upgrade Royal Sampler another few levels. Secondly, look on your skill tab, like mining, chopping, fishing, catching. See if you're at 300% resource chance. If you're not, go upgrade it. Also, I see you're printing a lot of mob resources. This is extremely inefficient. You need to do prints for your class-specific resources. So your warriors should be printing ores, your mages should be printing logs, and your siegebreakers should be printing catching materials. Your blood berserker should be printing fishing resources, specifically DK more geared towards mining. For your Beastmaster and your Maestro, eventually your V-Man, it's going to help you to push to get mob prints so you can kind of cap out your Refinery. That's what you should be doing with those two characters since they aren't really specialized in any skill in particular. But try to print the resources that your class specializes in so you can get resources to upgrade the Vials, upgrade Alchemy, and obviously try to fix your Refinery because number one, you're lacking in goldfish. Number two, you're lacking in bloaches. Number three, you're lacking in cereal. Number four, you're lacking in willow logs, in these logs right here. You can't produce these salts because you're not printing your class-specific resources. You're doing fine, more than fine, in some of the mob resources. You definitely just need to focus on skilling efficiency specifically because that's kind of where you're struggling right now in a lot of these prints. And again, going back to Death Note, trying to kill more mobs, again, doing some green mush farming for money, but not only money, but also getting higher skull value is going to help you with multi-kill. That's going to get you higher prints on your character. And again, going back to looking at your skill info tab, construction at 90% sample rate is going to help you with higher prints to help you get out of the kind of 30 print lock for Refinery. Yeah, ready. He's not printing enough of them right now because he doesn't have a print for these. He doesn't have a print. He has more than enough in his inventory. He just doesn't have a print for these, or a good enough print. So he needs to worry more about skilling efficiency and getting class-specific prints for your character. Yeah, and gear-wise, I think you need to do a pass on upgrading your character's gear. I think this is one of your newer characters based off the fact he's not in elite classes yet. But definitely go back and try to upgrade your character's gear. At this point, I would recommend trying to get into Dementia Armor. Dementia Armor is going to help you with defense. So obviously, it will give you more stats as well. Use the World 5 stones on there. Get more all stat. Or rather, get the stat, your main stat, to get you more damage or accuracy still if you need that. It looks like you probably still need accuracy. But generally, upgrading your tools, if you're able to get into Platinum or Dementia, that'd be great for all of your characters. Get splicers. You just need to buy these and put these on all of your characters. That's a great all stat to put on your characters. It's going to help with your efficiency. It's going to help with your damage. It's going to help with your accuracy. So it's going to help you a ton generally for your account because you just need to buy it from the shop. That's it. It's like the easiest thing to do. And you're just missing it right here on some of your characters, especially your Bubo. Your Bubo is going to help a ton with money farming this early. But honestly, it's going to help you with the chopping efficiency and trying to get more prints out of that character. But yeah, you're missing the fishing log, the fishing pole and the catching net. Going to help you with all stat as well. Yeah. Also, I want to look at your party dungeon. That's something I typically don't look at, but all right, cool. It's all maxed out. Good. I like to see it. Okay. This is another big one. Okay, this is huge, actually. Okay, so at the very least, if you're Rift is something you are going to want to try to focus on a little bit more. Getting to skill mastery is like the stopping point for where you want to be. Skill mastery is going to help you. This is like the biggest early game increase of skill efficiency you can possibly get. Getting your skills to level 300 are going to make your specific skill cards passive. This makes it so much easier to manage card sets. So you only need to worry about generic skill efficiency and skill AFK gain or stats, and making it so all the mining efficiency gains, all the mining efficiency, the mining AFK gains, mining EXP, all that's going to be passive now for every single one of your characters. Also, just unlocking this is going to give you a ton of skill efficiency in that, so you can go reprint, get higher prints, and help you push your alchemy, vials, your stamps, your gear, even help you a ton in that aspect, so you can really cap out your refinery. Yeah, and your fishing, you are behind on a lot of your characters. You can definitely get this up because of Fisheroo, because of obviously the expedition islands with the World 6 fish. You still can get a lot of EXP for them. So just, if you haven't already to island expeditions, unlocking it and trying to get to the sea salt island is going to help you a ton in terms of fishing efficiency to get to level 300 fishing to make the cards passive. Again, it's going to help you with gold, with the goldfish and bloaches specifically, so you can really ramp up accuracy to get rid of that accuracy problem if you're running into it. But yeah, Rift is something you absolutely should be focused on because it's going to help you with your 3D prints, get you higher 3D prints. Again, it's going to cycle back into stamps, alchemy, upgrading your gear, getting you better gear on your characters, and really help your refinery progress very easily. But once you get to skill mastery, definitely 300 mining, 300 chopping, 300 fishing, 300 catching. Very, very, very important for you. Okay, in Divinity, how's this progressing? I really hope you have Doot. I, for the love of God, hope you have Doot. Okay. This is... Oh, this hurts. Oh, this hurts. Oh, this really hurts. Oh, this really hurts. Oh, he's also not even level 2 Divinity on these characters. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. It was going okay. And then we got here, and this is a really big problem. Okay, man. So you are... that character's level 0 because he hasn't even gotten into the World 5 world yet. Like, he just made this character or something. Oh, all right. So, okay, Mattia. So you haven't gotten past the hurdle that is. So the philosophy about pushing World 4 as fast as possible to getting into World 5 is to get this grind done. You really stop what you're doing. Stop pushing World 5. You're not prepared to push World 5 at all. You're so beyond cooked, man. You're burnt at this point. You need to put your characters on the altar and equip their highest prayer. At this point, you're stuck at Kinesis, and that's it. Stick them on the altar and just forget about the game. Log in every day for no stamp left behind, no meal left behind, no bubble left behind, and that's it. And just collect divinity points and unlock the gods until you get to Goat God. If you don't have Doot, link your characters to Goat God, then stick them back in lab. And then your next goal is level 40 Divinity. Not prayer, meditation, whatever. Meditation, you're praying to the gods. Level 40 Divinity is where you unlock Tranquil, and that's how you passively level up Divinity outside of being on the altar or in lab. It is a rough grind. It is the longest grind. It's the most annoying grind in Idleon. and you haven't even gotten started on it, and you're halfway through World 5. Your progression through the world has been like painful because you're missing out on essentially like 4x kills. Wait, hold on. Let me do the math. 2x here, and then 2x from Killer Bright. So you're missing on 4x times the kill. You could have been pushing World 5 4 times faster than you are right now because you don't have Killer Brightside lit up and you do not have Nobisect on the character you're pushing with. So you're doing things very inefficiently and you're wasting time. So get on this grind first so you can unlock the gods that you don't have. Get on the lab grind, the divinity grind, so you can unlock the stamps that eventually come as a result of being divinity locked. And also, this week is Choco Chip, and you don't even have Choco Chip, which tells me you are so behind in the game. Okay. I don't... Chat, does he even know chips exist? It's not like the snapshot was like 3 weeks ago. This is today. The snapshot is today. I gotta look at his storage. He's so close. Yes, he has to have the chip store unlocked. There's no way. There's no way, right? Okay, bro. I mean, he could have gambit. This is true. Okay, my dude, Mattia. I made a video about Choco Chip. Everyone in the Idleon community who has a brain will tell you that Choco Chip is the single-handedly, hands down, one of the best upgrades in the game. Outside of Pet Companions. Hands down, one of the best upgrades in the game. You, like, and you have the opportunity to get it. You absolutely need to grind out Chocolate Chip. It's in rotation right now. And it's going to be back in rotation in like, what, 2 weeks? And again, in 3 weeks. This is so important. So, Chocolate Chip, #1 priority for you right now. #2, Divinity Jail. #3, Lab Jail. #4, Push World 5. I'm gonna stop the review there. Okay, chat. I have a real question here. Does he know? Does he know about the 5 boat limit? Like, does he know that he can have more than 5 boats? Oh my god! Holy shit! Holy shit, guys! Guys, he's at the Lightning Island. Not only is he at the Lightning Island, he's doing it on his slowest boat possible. You don't have ancient foot. All right, that's it. All right, Mattia, I think that's it for the review, man. I hope you have a great time. Good luck, man.